Great, isn't it? Do you know, I love opening presents. But this is no surprise, because at long last I have finally succumbed to my very own camcorder. You know, I've seen hours and hours of tape shot by the public on camcorders just like this, and I've even developed a bit of a skill telling the good tapes from the not-so-good tapes. But whilst I'm maybe a bit of an expert on this side of the camera, when it comes to the important bit, I mean, this side, I don't really know what I'm doing. But I've enlisted the help of some of the top experts in the country to give me some advice. So why don't you join me, and you too can find out how to have fun with your camcorder. Oh, very good indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mike Turnbull, one of the most sought-after cameramen in the business. That was a beautiful shot there, was it?
I hope so. I hope so.
OK, Mike, I've got my camcorder. What's the best way to get started?
Oh, you're going to hate this. Go away with your camera and your instruction book, sit down, take half an hour and read it thoroughly.
Instruction books? You know, I hate reading instruction books. Isn't there a better way?
Everybody hates it, but seriously, you've got to become familiar with the switches, the zoom controls, where the batteries go. Simple things like that. If you're familiar with that, you're happy with your camera.
OK, I've read the instruction books. I know what all the switches are meant to do. Now, how do I get going?
Very important to make sure that you balance the camera for the particular type of light you're working in.
Is this the famous white balance switch I keep seeing?
It certainly is the white balance switch.
What's the white balance? Why is it white?
White because white light is made up of every colour of the spectrum. Daylight is different colour temperatures to the light inside. It's a tungsten light.
So what would happen if you didn't press the white balance switch?
What can happen is if you're working outside and you've got the wrong colour temperature in the camera, you'll get blue pictures. If you're working inside and it's wrong, you can get really orange or green pictures.
So we win a foreign film award, do we?
Quite possibly, yeah.
How do you actually set the white balance?
Well, fortunately, most of the cameras today have automatic white balance facilities, so you just need to make sure it's on auto and the camera will do the rest. However, right, you can actually get odd pictures sometimes. The camera can be caught out. If you find you're getting weird coloured pictures, the best thing to do is find a piece of white paper or even your t-shirt, right, in the light that you're working in. Point the camera at that piece of paper or the t-shirt, flick the white balance switch, and the camera will automatically drag in all the other colours, the reds, the blues, the yellows, to conform with the white.
They're really clever, these camcorders, aren't they?
Next point is that you're the camera platform. You need to be steady and comfortable with the camera. If you're not, you may get wobbly shots.
Well, they're the shots that drive you mad, are they? The seasick shots?
Very disconcerting on screen. This camera here is quite heavy. It's like a scaled-down version of a professional camcorder. But the weight helps. It sits nicely on the shoulder, balance between the shoulder and the right hand. Feels very comfortable. Quite easy to keep nice, steady shots with.
So the idea is to get as steady a shot as possible, but what about when you've got the very lightweight palm corders?
They're very light, very susceptible to shake. The movement's picked up quite easily. Grasp it comfortably, put it to your eye. If you feel you need to be steadier, bring the other hand up and just cup it round the camera. And it feels better that way. You could also use a pistol grip type stance if you're more comfortable with that.
Looks very professional, that to me.
This is very neat. It's actually got a built-in image stabilizer as well, which also helps to iron out the movement.
How do you operate that?
You can flick it in. It's purely a little switch on the side. You flick in the switch and it does help if you're shooting from, say, a motor vehicle, a car, or top of a bus or something. It helps you just iron out the picture in the frame, smooth it out.
So by pressing one button, you get a perfectly still picture?
It helps a great deal. It certainly does. It's a very useful little instrument.
I told you they were clever, didn't I?
They're very clever.
Hey, let's
Have a
look
go.
at that. That's fantastic. Ooh, I like that. What now?
Let's try a simple pan.
Right.
Up to your eye, get comfortable with it,
Yeah.
hit the record button.
Yep.
Got it?
Yep.
Follow me. Leave me some room to walk into. That's fine, but don't get too far. That's it. That's nice. Bending from the waist, twisting from the waist, that's good. Now try an alternative to a pan, which is a tilt, which is an up and down movement. Same rules apply. That's great. Back up and hold it steady. Don't get caught in the trap of overdoing the movement. Right, there's nothing wrong with letting the shot sit still and letting the action happen in the frame. Okay, we've had a look at a basic pan and tilt. little bit more practice and you'll be there. Let's have a look at a few wide shots, tight shots. Now, from where you are, if you zoom back on the zoom,
What's the W and T mean?
the W and T on the rocker switch, the W is for the wide end of the lens, the T is for the tighter or telephoto end of the lens. Push the W right down, you should get to a wide shot. It should have me, full length, the house, the garden in it. Basic scene setter.
Right.
If you then zoom back in a little bit, you'll find that you can make maybe a mid shot. Leave me some space there, just don't bounce my head off the top of the frame. Balance it up pleasantly. And then if you want to be really brave from that distance, try going into a close-up from, say, collar points to just above the head.
Now, I really like doing close-ups. Trouble is that the closer you go, you shake, you get this wobble that we try to avoid.
You do, that's the trouble with working on the tight end of the zoom. So one way to avoid that is to just zoom right back out to the wide. When you get there, if you actually walk in with the camera, the shot will tighten up without using the lens. And you'll get to eventually a mid shot, and even closer if you want to.
Hey, that really is a good tip. I like that.
Much steadier.
Brilliant. Good, aren't you? You're not just a pretty face, are you? But what about those occasions when you can't walk towards your subject?
If you can't get that close in, you have to use the long end of the lens. Look round you, find a wall. You might have to tuck yourself into a wall to help steady the camera, or even a lamppost or a railing that you could rest on or lean against. There's usually something about to help.
You're full of good ideas, aren't you? Like this.
Absolutely. Once you've got your video, your camcorder, invest in a tripod.
And that's the end of all the camera shake.
It can be, it certainly can be, on the tight end of the lens, especially with landscapes. So there's nothing happening in the frame, you'll really notice the shake, so stick it on a tripod.
I mean, are they very heavy?
You've always got to judge weight against the stability it'll give you. I mean, a very flimsy tripod would be easy to carry, but it won't do much good in a strong breeze. This, it folds up quite small, maybe 18 inches. It's quite good in a strong breeze, and it's quite lightweight to carry. It's not that awkward.
And are they very expensive?
Compared to the price of one of these, no. And also, they're only a once-only investment. You only ever buy it once.
So you'd always recommend to take a tripod?
I always have one in the van, yeah, absolutely.
Very sound. I mean, if a professional does it, then it's very good advice.
Great noddy.
Pardon?
It's a great noddy. Cultivate that.
What do you mean?
They're very useful noddies for covering edits and things. The editor tomorrow will show you about those.
Great. Okay.
To sum up, we've looked at panning, tilting, keeping steady with the camera, changing the shot size. Another good tip is when you change the shot size, don't be frightened to change the angle as well.
The angle?
The angle. Let me show you. Chaps, if you please. You see, gives us geography to the scene, right? Puts us in the garden, changes the angle. Try getting low down, look up at people. It's nice. Another point is when you're working with children or smaller people or animals, get down on their level. It always helps to put it on their point of view. Have fun with your camera, play about with it.
I mean, everything you've said is so simple and so obvious, and yet such good advice. It all seems to come down to the one word, variety.
Absolutely, variety is the spice of filmmaking. I mean, there's no great secret to it. Just ring the changes, plenty of different shots, have fun with your camera.
Terrific advice. Mike, thanks very much indeed.
You're welcome.
Stand steady, feet slightly apart. The camera should fit well, either to the hand or to a combination of hand and shoulder. Remember, the idea is to keep steady. If you use a tripod, it will make panning and tilting that much easier. If you're going to shoot handheld, then keep steady. Pan ahead of your subject and don't let them leave your frame. If you're panning to an item of interest, don't overshoot and pan back. It always looks as though you've made a mistake. Remember to vary the shot size. The wide shot is the whole body. The mid shot is from the waist up. The close-up is full face, but leave yourself some headroom. And also vary the shot angle to add variety and additional interest. a shot. At least I hope it is. But you know, since Mike's taught me all about panning and tilting and steady legs, I've really wanted to come out and make a film. So I've come down to the beach to make a film of a family day out. Now, what I actually need now are a few good ideas, but I've even got that sussed, because I'm about to get some help from a man who's got more ideas about television and video than any man in Britain. He's a very famous TV director, and as you will quickly discover, TV directors are a crazy bunch of people. Meet the amazing Royston Mayo.
What? Ah, Jeremy, dear boy! What a corker of an opening shot that was.
Thank you.
Sets the scene beautifully, that. Wonderful. But now what you need to do is get an establishing shot to show where the artists are. A wide shot, go further back.
Right.
Understand?
Okay.
So we'll take the camera over there, all right?
Okay, if you get it.
You grab the kit.
Me?
Yes. Is this your kit? Is that your kit?
Yes.
Grab it. Come along.
They didn't tell me about this bit. Oh.
Come along,
All right.
Jeremy, come along.
Right, what about the light?
We don't worry about the light. That is a very clever thing, that camcorder. It means that when the light goes down, it adjusts itself and it keeps even all the way through. It's a wonderful thing.
I love it, I love
I'll
it.
tell you something else about it and all. It's got a flying erase head in there. That means that you can stop and start recording. Right? You do not get anything like sync disturbances or anything like that. You don't get any of that in there. Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Sync disturbance. Well, it means when you stop and you start,
Yeah.
right, you get a nice clean cut. You don't get a raging snowstorm between the shots, which is very, very useful. But, yeah.
Why didn't you say that?
And that's a useful noddy you've got there as well, you're doing. You want to cultivate that. That will come in very handy, that noddy. Wonderful, wonderful.
Great,
Yeah,
great.
what was I talking about?
I don't know.
Oh, editing in the camera. Editing in the camera. So you can stop and start and build it up, but you must have a plan of what you're going to do before you actually do it. And then you do it in sequence, all right? So
Okay.
we're looking for this establishing shot. Just come down here a bit
Yep.
and put your camera down there. Now turn it round. Establisher.
What am I establishing?
You're establishing the children on the beach. See, you've done the scene setter, right?
Right.
With the sequel. Wonderful, that says beach. Now what you're going to do now is to see the beach and see where the children are. It's called an establisher. That's what you're going to do. Okay?
Great. Okay.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. Checklist. Light. Think about light.
Yeah, but we know about the light. It does it automatically. You've told me no problems.
You're right, except think where the light is coming from. Yes? See, if it's coming from behind you, then it means that the subject is going to be lit up. If it's coming from over there, it means that they're in the dark.
So if the light's coming from behind the subject at the camera, it's all silhouette, no
Exactly,
good.
exactly. All right?
Got it.
Good.
But the light's okay now.
The light's fine. Right.
Terrific.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
What now?
Checklist. You've done the light, now think about shot angle.
Right. Angle.
Right? Shot angle. See, let me explain. Those children are very small and you're not. So it means where your camera is, you're looking down on them.
Do you know this is what Mike taught me?
Oh,
So what
really?
I've got to do is...
Go down on your legs.
Great. Okay, so...
Jeremy, dear heart, these legs.
Hey. Oh, do you know... we would have had a good one for, you know, it's all right
I
tonight.
know,
Terrible.
never mind.
Right.
Get on with it.
What now?
Right.
Okay.
You're going to go in, right? In.
I'll zoom.
Zoom, yes.
Okay.
But be careful about zooming. Because it can be very, 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 very annoying, especially to your anti-head. If you're going in and out like a yo-yo, your anti-headner could be sick, very sick. So it's a rule. One zoom, in, stop, cut. Not in and out like a yo-yo.
Got it.
Okay? Nice and gentle.
Done all the checklists.
All the
ready?
checklist, go.
All I want to do is shoot this. Right, okay.
Ready?
Okay.
And action.
Just look at me! Look at me!
Ready, and cut.
I've done it. Thank you very much.
You want to lie down now? Well, the next thing now is, what was the last picture you saw in there?
I had Jessica and Oliver together.
Right, that's called a two-shot. Yes? We call them a two-shot in the parlance. What you want now is a one-shot, or a close-up.
Right.
All right, so let's go and get a close-up. Come
Okay.
on.
Right,
okay.
why are we taking so many shots of the same thing?
Well, basically, to make it look more interesting, that's the idea. But the other reason is, he just finished on a two-shot. By the time we get there, look, they're doing something quite different.
Right.
We're going to have to take a close-up of something else, Right, and then pan up to see. It's a cheat.
But we're not going to get caught.
We most certainly are not. All right.
Right.
So what we're going to do is we're going to start now on a close-up of the bucket, and then we're going to go up to a close-up of Rachel.
You mean tilt?
The boy's learning. Excellent. That's it.
I'll take them off as well. Right.
You're going to go up to a close-up, tilt up to a close-up of Rachel to see her reaction to what Jessica and Oliver are doing. All right?
And that covers the passage of time.
Exactly.
I love
Okay.
it. Okay.
Shot angle, shot angle.
Legs.
Legs.
Quite right.
You see? You think about this every time, all right? Now
Right.
you've got it. Okay, you ready?
Yes.
Right. Action!
Does it have to be quite so loud?
I'm sorry. Action.
Oh, Oliver.
And cut. All right?
Very good.
What we need now is another close-up.
Another one?
When you were taking, did you notice when you were taking a close-up of Rachel, she said, "Oh, Oliver."
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
Well, we'll have a shot of Oliver to find out his reaction, find out what he was doing. Okay?
Very clever.
Okay.
I like that. Okay.
But not from this position. We'll change the position of the camera over here.
But at least he's carrying my camera.
Okay, now we're going to do a fast sequence of shots, okay?
Uh-huh.
Right. Just do exactly as I say and you'll see how it all come out.
Right.
Start and get a close-up. Close-up. And stop. Now find a two-shot. Two-shot. Fine. Start. And cut. Excellent. Another close-up. Start. And stop. Get some hands or something like that. Bit of sand, bucket, spade, any of that will do.
Yep.
All right, start. Up, and stop. Okay, now stop one close-up and pan to another one. All right?
Okay.
Pan, close-up, and pan across, and stop. Cut. Now you need another two-shot, okay? Another two-shot there.
Yeah.
Two-shot. Excellent. That's it, and stop. Excellent. Okay, that's it. There. Fine. Now, I'll tell you what is a wonderful thing about this, is you don't have to go home and watch it on the television, because you can see what you've done, after you've done it all, through the viewfinder. Have you got rewind button?
There's
Got a
rewind.
button. Right, that's backfire enough. Do you mind if I have a look?
Please, be my guest.
Okay, press start.
Oh,
That's good. That really is good.
Oh, Oliver.
Excellent. Well, that's marvellous. It's a great shot of Oliver. That's good. First class. Excellent, excellent. What a wonderful shot, that's good. The two shots, what? You did that very... Have you got room on your mantelpiece for a BAFTA? Eh? Excellent. First class. There it is, and that's the whole sequence. Jeremy, that is wonderful. Well done.
thank you.
Excellent.
I tell you what, if I get a BAFTA, it'll all be down to Royston Mayo.
Oh, thank you. Cut!
Magic. That's called an edit, and professionally, it's done in an edit suite by an editor. But I want to discover what we can do with our camcorder material. I mean, is it possible to put the last shot that we took first? And is it possible to lay on some beautiful music? Now, working on some beautiful music at this precise moment in here is one of the best editors in the business. He's an old friend of mine, Andy Matthews, and I've asked him if he'll share some of the secrets of editing with us. Follow me.
Hello.
Hello, mate.
You all right?
You all right? What are you working on?
This is Nigel Kennedy's Brahms, which is due for video VHS release shortly.
Hey, it's fantastic. You are so swanky. I mean, if it's not Nigel Kennedy, it's Band-Aid or the Rolling Stones or Paul McCartney.
Yeah, I've got to earn a living somehow.
But look at this. It looks like the inside of a space rocket, all this equipment.
Well, this is the full broadcast equipment, you know, the real McCoy.
Yeah, but I'm interested in how we can edit off a camcorder.
Look, before we start talking about that,
Let me show you this. You might recognise it.
It's Joey.
That's Joey.
That's fantastic. I didn't even know you got the tape. But that's exactly my point. You're a fantastic editor. You've got fantastic machinery. You can't go wrong.
To be honest with you, Jeremy, I didn't use this. But let me show you what I did use. Follow me. Here we are then.
Andy, you've done it again. This is professional equipment.
Oh, don't be fooled. Everything I used to edit Joey with, you've got at home.
Like what?
Well, you've got a hi-fi system.
Yes.
You've got a video recorder
Yes.
and a television set.
Yes.
And your trusty camcorder. That's all you need.
Yeah, plus the know-how.
Well, that's simple. Let me show you. Right. Well, I could be a bit technical for a minute. Editing, or videotape editing, is basically copying from the original material which you've shot in your camera to, or onto, a clean tape which you'd have in your VCR.
Right.
But one thing to remember, of course, as it's copying, you never ever will destroy the original material, so you'll have that forever. You'll never lose it. But there are two forms of editing. There's assembly and insert editing. So assembly editing, well, to give you a better example of it, would be you've just been on holiday with your camera, you've shot hours of material, you come home, bore everybody with it on the telly, you know? And you've got 3 hours worth there. Well, you don't want to show that to everybody because you've got a lot of dross in there, a lot of mistakes. So you want to just pick the best bits. So you hook up your camera to your VCR and you can be selective as you like, and you make up, say, 30 minutes worth on a tape, and then you can show it to your friends with great pride.
So really all assemble editing is just getting rid of the dross.
Yeah, it's as
And it's
simple as
almost,
that.
it's almost just like copying straight off your TV, except you're copying off your camera.
That's right. Exactly right.
Well, that doesn't sound very complicated to me.
It's not. But insert editing, that's where all the fun begins, because that is the more accurate way of editing. It is separate. The pictures and the audio are treated separately. So, as I did on Joey earlier, which you saw, we used the Pink Panther theme. Now, I could have had him barking like a dog, or squealing like a pig.
Joey, grunting like a pig, mind you, it does seem that this is where you can have the real fun.
That's right. So, to take you through that now, let's remake a bit of Joey. The first thing I did was hook up the CD from the hi-fi into the back of the VCR here with the simple phono leads.
Now that's when it gets complicated for me, because I get terrified. I mean, how do you know which hole to put what in?
Well, you have to, I'm afraid, read your manual.
Why is it whenever I talk to a professional, they always say read the manual first?
You have to if you want to get the best out of your equipment. I don't like doing it, and even today I'm getting new manuals in on new equipment, and we have to do it.
Okay, so once again, I've read the manual.
So, here's the controller for the CD. Press that button there,
The play button.
the play button.
Even I know it's a play button. Yes.
And I tell you, I'll set up the VCR to record on audio only, sound only, and on my cue, you roll it. So here we go. Right, off you go, run it.
Should I be watching dials or anything now?
No, you don't have to these days because it's all automatic, on most of them anyway. All the levels are set for you.
I tell you, you really love editing with music, don't you?
I do, I must be honest. I see it as like an artist, not painting by numbers, but you're placing your pictures where you want with it's all feel, and you can really have a lot of fun with it. Right, well that's enough of that. Let's rewind it back to the top. Make sure we've got it and start it, or pause it rather, at the beginning of the audio. That's just fine. So now what we want is some pictures. So what I've done is I've inserted a lead into the back of the video out of this camera and into the back of the VCR. Again, consult your manual. So you got your leads in. This is straightforward. It's from the camera into the back of the VCR, and we'll spool through and find the shot of Joey that we want to start with. So here we go. And here he is, and we fancy him picking him up when he starts to walk along by the fence. So there he is. On this camera, it has a very handy button called Edit Search. So by pausing and going back, I can actually go back to where I want to start the shot. So somewhere there, say. So now we're ready to put down the first shot.
But when we run our camcorder now with the pictures, only the pictures are going to be copied.
That's right, the sound's there forever. We're not touching that anymore.
I'm beginning to understand this.
So now we go to the VCR. We set it up. Press on this one, it's play, pause, and it's insert only. And now we're ready to take this shot. So, quite simply, with two hands, press play on Joey, and press pause. And that should be recording. Right, there we go. There's the first shot down of Joey. So another 38 of those, and you've got a musical Joey.
That's tremendous, and actually it's very simple. One question, each time that you put down a new picture of Joey, it doesn't alter the Pink Panther theme, does it?
Oh no, as I said before, this is insert editing, and it's picture only. We're only dealing with the video only. And that is insert editing.
That's terrific. You know, it's much simpler than I really first imagined. This really is excellent. It's all beginning to make sense. But there's one thing that I don't know, Andy. What is a noddy?
Well, actually, you've got a pretty good one yourself.
Are you being disgusting?
No, I've got one I prepared earlier. A noddy.
A what?
Yes. Well, I'll show you this. This is what we did earlier. You remember you were talking with Mike earlier in the garden? Well, here's a sentence which runs long, but you'll see a very awkward edit.
Have fun with your camera. When you've got children, you don't stand
You
back.
see what I mean? But we had to cut the sentence down. So next time when you see it, visually, it'll work a lot better with your noddy.
Absolutely, variety. Change the angle, change the shot. Have fun with your camera. When you've got children, don't stand
A bit of an
back.
over-the-top noddy,
Get down there
but
and watch them. Get on their point of view. Feel much more exciting.
you can see how much easier it works. And it's an editor's get-out, and you'll start to see them on news items, and you'll spot them all over the place.
Terrific. I've got to say, Andy, thank you very much indeed. You've been absolutely marvellous and very patient. You know, and thank you for your compliments about my noddy. Andy, thank you very much indeed.
My pleasure.
And I hope that you watching this tape have as much fun with your camcorder. So until we meet again, bye. What's this button for?